Yeah, baby. All right. What's up, Bub?
What's happening?
We're back.
We're back.
What's up, y'all? We're in the new studio. It's been a road. We've piece by piece been putting this together for the last year. We did shoot the last VJ episode in the studio. It was very bare bones, actually in this space. But as you can see, the artwork's done. The cables are ran. The cameras are up. The mics are hot. And we're live for our first live stream back. We've been kicking ass, helping people with live events, virtual events, live streams, helping people all across the country with their virtual event needs and live event needs. And so we've been busy, and we've also been putting this together. We took big chunks out of it this summer and spring. Our buddy Roa from our friend and tattoo artist, Roa here in town, from Fifth Element Tattoo Gallery down the street on Parsons, did all the artwork, painted this mural that you see, our logo kind of immersed in the space, and then we have these two panels on the left and right, and then this center in color. So it was kind of his design and idea. Showed us a few sketches and drawings, and
it looks good.
We were
it looks real good.
More than thrilled, to say the least, and hit the go button on that. And he worked his butt off on the artwork, and we're so thankful, so proud of him. And Kyle Stoner behind on the ones and twos in master control has really put his brain behind all the technology in here.
Oh yeah,
we got a whole master control room where he's at right now, where all the camera feeds, the audio feeds, the returns. We've got a confidence monitor out here. He's able to talk to us. We're able to talk back to him before we get ready to go live. Just some little things to kind of comforts, if you will, to make our lives so much easier. So much love to Stone. Bub has been on a journey, just graduated from a program called the Tech Elevator, has been learning coding. So we've been all summer. He was dedicated to that.
Been gone.
Yeah. So Bub's kind of back in the fold with us a little bit. He got a new job with our friends over at Arbery Digital, and in North Carolina, and so we're really, really happy for him. But we're here in the new studio today. We thought, why not do an extra special episode for Cryptidcon? Yeah, baby, that's
yes.
right. We're going to Cryptidcon. We're leaving Thursday. Stone's got a gig, a couple days on a shoot this week, and then on Thursday we're picking him up. We're gonna have everything packed and ready to go. We're staying in Lexington, Kentucky, the Clarion Hotel and Conference Center, just north of Lexington is where Cryptidcon is. We've been blasting it out on all of our socials here the last few weeks. We're sponsors, so we decided at first we're going to go for fun, have a good time, check out some speakers, and just network and hang out as kind of a reward for killing it this year. Let's go do something fun. Of course, we did everything back asswards and bought tickets to the whole thing, legendary VIP passes, the Ames campfire team, and then realized you could become sponsors after the fact.
Yeah.
And decided to jump in on that as well. So Cryptidcon's been great. The list of speakers, sponsors, presenters is massive.
It's pretty deep.
I think, yeah. I didn't know a whole lot about Cryptidcon. This is our first time.
Yeah, same.
So we don't know what to expect, but as I'm kind of going through the process of learning more and more and actually getting to know some of the other podcasters and creators, hitting them up on Instagram, Facebook Messenger, and just saying what's up, we're learning a little bit more about the event. The guys, Cryptids of the Corn from Ada, Ohio.
Ada.
Great dudes. I've been connecting with those guys, and Justin's been filling me in on some of the ins and outs of what to expect. So
I'm excited.
Super duper stoked.
I'm excited 100% about this entire venture. I feel like, You just mentioned, yeah, I changed jobs recently, what have you, and I was on the phone with Mike talking about Cryptidcon with my new employer, and getting excited about going to a cryptid convention was kind of funny, and then having to be like, hey, can I it's all right, I'll try to get my work done before I go to this. But yeah, I never thought I'd be this excited about some kind of convention at this age, but
I mean, dude,
I don't think there's much better. I mean, I don't know if you talked to my wife and put this into the ball works of is this part of my gift package for Christmas?
What's the stoke level?
Pretty excited. Stoke level? I mean, I tend to stay reserved. I don't want to overshoot my expectations. Well, not overshoot my expectations. I don't want to undershoot my expectations. So I always set my sights very low, but I feel like even regardless of the presenters and the talking points and the booths and the what have you, a lot of the Cryptidcon, I think a lot of the good stuff is going to be on that outskirts of, like, you're either at a conference or one of the seminars listening to somebody talk, and then you see somebody in the audience that maybe you talk with or you mingle with somebody at this, because they said something like, I want to say last year there might have been like 11,000 people there.
It's
like
big.
It's big.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of conversations
People come
to be
from
had.
all over the world, apparently.
Yeah.
All over the world.
Yeah.
So it's kind of the nexus for all things cryptids.
That's exciting, though.
And, I mean, it's 3.5 hours from us. So we're in Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you may think by the look of our logo kind of being the desert theme.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
But the strange road is 100%. Our logo is inspiration from experiences we've had in the desert, and we just really love the colors orange and blue. So
I think it looks pretty sweet as a set.
Yeah, and
I mean, I like it.
It comes together with all the colors and the lighting and
Govy. Nice
Govy.
Chill vibe.
So Govy is
the lights.
All the lights. The company Govy is who we've used. So Govy, if you're out there and you want to come talk, say what's up. Just so you know, all these lights that you see in the studio are all Govy lights. So, we'd love to chat with you.
That would be great.
Thanks, Govy.
You make sweet lights.
But like I said, it's 3.5 hours away. So it's what I feel like Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia is really in really Michigan as well, but just a nexus of all things cryptids right now. You have so many awesome podcasts, large ones, medium-sized ones. They're all kind of networking with each other, and if I see this community burgeoning here in the Midwest, and I think Cryptidcon and the Ohio Bigfoot Conference, and this year we just had the Hocking Hills Bigfoot Festival. That was the first time ever. And then Kentucky, in general, you have your various Kentucky research organizations. There's Dogman sightings. There's Bigfoot sightings. There's, Kentucky's got a lot of weird stuff.
Might have some
right
Mothman down in there somewhere.
Yeah, you
never know.
The, the Hellier type activity and some of those, what do they call them? The cave goblins. So I feel
You're just
like
trying to get me fired up for Cryptidcon, aren't you?
Lexington may be the nexus for all things strange in the next, few days coming.
Yeah.
But, so we're just super stoked, and we're leaving Thursday. Thursday, we've got the campfire we're doing with the Ames team. So Campfire Tales with the Ames team.
That should be cool.
Those guys are super cool. Hopefully we get to chat with some of them. They seem like characters.
Yeah.
I know. I'd love to get you in a room with a couple of those guys, Bub.
I want to hear some of this stuff. I'm going to have to ask questions.
Yeah.
I always, I feel like, well, maybe some people enjoy making up stories, but I don't think for the large majority of somebody that, has an interaction or an encounter or whatever occurs, not many people are getting rich off of it, making films, whatever, living an easy life. Like, it usually tarnishes their name, ruins their reputation, etc.
Not as much nowadays. I think that's why
you think there's a lot of stardom and celebrity to be made from
having a sighting. No, but people are more willing to come out and talk about it.
Yeah.
I think people aren't. I don't think you're going to get into Bigfoot thinking you're going to become some big star. I don't think you're going to get into cryptids thinking it's going to blow you up in some way. I think people that are into it and go to these type of conventions
for a reason.
are into it.
I'm with you.
You know, it's whether it's the artwork. I mean, you'll see. We're gonna go through some of the vendors and people that are gonna be there, but there's so many artists. You know, they get a booth and they're selling cryptid art. They're selling stickers, badges, and there's people that are cartoonists and illustrators, and so we could probably find people to help us out with some of the content that we're trying to make. So I'm interested to meet folks that are attending the event, the people that are, you know, some of the vendors, and but I think it's no one's getting rich off Bigfoot. I'll tell you that right now.
Probably not.
Some of the guys that have the bigger shows, Cliff and Bobo and those guys, you know, they seem like pretty modest dudes. They're not rolled around in Lambos, but
no. I mean, I like stories in general.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty excited about it. I mean, presentations aside, like I said, I think there's going to be a lot of space to be able to be filled there. The campfire sounds fantastic.
Yeah, can't wait for that.
Haven't had that experience in a long time of a good, I won't say ghost story, but yeah, like, you know, almost like bordering on that. Like, I hope it's somewhere kind of remote too. A little bit creepy.
Yeah,
it's
at a winery atmosphere outside of the outside of the city. It's in a
little darker out there. Like sky might not be as bright from the city
and maybe
lights.
they rented out, you know, some kind of outdoor area of the winery where people can go back and gather. I don't know a whole lot about it. I just know we have tickets to go to it, and
so this kind of like, boom! I get a call one day. Hey, let's go to Cryptidcon.
Yeah.
What set it off for you? Because you went from 0 to Cryptidcon in about one Sasquatch
this
tree
has
knock.
Been on the calendar as a soft hold. For months.
Did not know
back in the summer, we saw the Mothman Festival. Mm-hmm. So we really wanted to hit Mothman Festival.
Oh, that's
we were
right.
Do that.
That's
we had a virtual event that we're running here from Brozone that I think you helped us out with.
Yeah.
And so we weren't able to make that. We had a gig, and then there was the Wild and Weird West Virginia radio folks have an event, and I think that was in October. So I had that on our calendar, but the last 8 weeks have been just balls to the walls.
Yeah.
We've been hustling.
A lot of work, a lot going on.
So November kind of hit a little bit of a lull. We've been staying busy, and we just had a gig. Bub, you helped us out on Sunday at Central.
That was fun.
Shout out to the Columbus Orchestra folks.
That was cool.
So, you know, it's been cool Cryptidcon was on the calendar, and this was kind of the big one where I was like,
not going to miss it.
We're going.
Yeah.
Oh, it's happening.
I'm glad you did because, like I said, it went quickly from I had not heard one word about it to we're going to Cryptidcon, or do you want to go? And I was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Right.
I feel like, again, there could be the highlight of my year right now. Oh, wait a minute. It was my 10-year anniversary this year, so I don't know if I should do that. But, yeah, it'll be. We all know it's the highlight of my year at the moment is going to Cryptidcon. I do. I wasn't a big, I'm going to say it. I wasn't a big Sasquatch believer. Not that I still have any kind of like personal.
I think you were when you were younger. We both were in high school, I feel. Maybe it was just me.
A little bit.
Okay.
I've become way more of a fan. Not a fan, but there's too many credible people, it seems like, out there, and again, they're like hunters. Yep. Not that they're hunting Bigfoot, but
police
they're out
officers,
hunting. And
rangers.
People that see things often, they've got a pretty reliable sight, they're out there a lot. If I go on a boat on the ocean, I might think it's a dolphin and it's really a shark. And it's somebody that's out there all the time can tell the difference really easily and quickly. If I'm out in the woods once every 10 years in a major forest or whatever you want to say, backcountry, what I think is a bear might be a deer. Or what I think is a deer could be a Sasquatch. I have no idea, but I just don't have that, my eyes are not trained for it yet. I don't have enough repetition for it. So, stuff like that. People that are out doing that all the time, again,
a lot of sightings seem to be around people's houses and not just on hiking trails and stuff like that. A lot of the dogman sightings seem to be, around the property of their home, or they're driving down the road.
Driving down the road is creepiest ones.
Yeah.
If I would wreck,
and you're
I
driving
wreck a car.
So you're going to pass it really fast. So how much?
No. It runs next to them.
Sure, the Dogman one.
I can't do that.
Yeah, that's
I would wreck a
nuts.
car.
Like 55, 60 mile an hour.
Wouldn't be able to take
Stories
it.
of like, how is this thing keeping up with me?
I would hope that I had like some kind of a offering for it, like a treat, some beef jerky.
We can't talk about Dogman too much.
Not too much.
And let me just.
We can't go off the rails
know where
here.
this is going.
Yeah,
We're going into So
keep it concise.
After Cryptidcon, we will be doing our very first full episode back in the Strange Road studio here.
Yep.
We might have a Dogman episode coming.
I'm pretty excited. Yeah.
The rumor is.
That sounds like what I've heard.
So we're gonna get Cryptidcon, go have a good time,
get charged up,
see a bunch of awesome presentations,
get inspired,
meet some folks, get inspired, probably shoot some stuff. We're gonna bring some camera gear. We're gonna have some gear out there.
With the high concentration of people there with strange inclinations.
Yep.
I think that raises the possibility
of contact,
of strangeness, just in general. You know what I mean? Like a force field, but a magnetism pulling in the strange.
So we're not by any means rookies to festivals or conventions.
No.
You know, we've in production we've worked a lot of big music festivals. We've done some pretty cool weird conferences. Dimensions of Disclosure. We were the live stream crew for the 2019. It was Corey Good, David Wilcock, David Lone Bear Sonapass, Clifford Mahooty. Some FBI guys, CIA guys. So they had, it was a pretty cool, and we were fortunate enough to be the production behind the 3-day live stream, and helped with, went in business with the producers and really promoted it, and so that was an awesome experience. So that was a strange event. It was kind of the beginnings of the QAnon movement in a lot of ways. There were quite a few Q stuff that seemed to percolate during that. Now, I don't want to digress too much, but to say Cryptidcon, this is our first one. I like not knowing what to expect and just kind of walking in blind.
100%.
Although I have heard of some of these presenters and speakers. I'm not going to lie. I don't know everybody on this list, but we can kind of go through the schedule here. So let's just say Thursday, Ames Campfire Tales. We're hitting that. Friday is the legendary VIP meet and greet, so we're going to be hitting that. That's Friday evening, so that's kind of like the pre-event.
So it's just Friday evening.
Just Friday evening, and then
those are kind of warm-up nights.
Yeah, and then there's an event.
Really thirsty for cryptid information.
Yeah, and then there's some other side events that are going on that.
So much happening.
The boys from Ada, Cryptids of the Corn, are going to be tapping into is an event at a museum where they're having something going on Friday evening. I have to get more information, post about that, but so there's all kinds of other things happening around the event too. Yeah, which is cool. So next year we'll probably learn about a bajillion other things that we can do, and we can kind of go with the flow and see what it's all about. So Saturday, that's when all the talks are starting, and the first one's at 10:45 a.m. We got Charlie Raymond, Bigfoot versus Dogman. Okay. This has been a hot button topic for us here in the office.
It's come up.
We've been sharing YouTube videos and posting in the Mattermost thread, and just kind of getting a pulse, checking up in about the North American Dogman Project and people that have been tracking sightings.
New to me.
And so
not entirely new.
Charlie, we're looking forward to it. 100% we'll be there for that, because it's going to be a little R&D session for us as well on that one, if you know what I mean. And then we got Tom Shea. He's presentation on collecting evidence. Yep. So we'll see what Tom's got to say, but I know Tom's part of a Northern Kentucky research project. So Tom, you're in the I'm guessing, what is that, Newport, across the river from Cincinnati area. We're not too far. We're less than 2 hours away. Tom, we'd love to connect with you. Take us out on a hunt.
I would love that. like I said,
Just
overnight,
saying, just saying.
backpacking, whatever I can get away with.
Yeah.
If I can camp out there for a while looking for Sasquatch, I don't want to go out for months at a time. Let's be reasonable.
And then we got Matt Pruitt. Matt Pruitt is a speaker, researcher, and he's going to be giving a talk, The Value of Claims and Evidence. So that'll be a good one. Looking forward to that, Matt. And that's at 1:15 p.m. And then 2:30 p.m. Saturday, we have Ben Hansen. And Ben's going to give him a talk about Bigfoot and UFOs. So that's kind of one of my interests is the more you dig into it, there's so many sightings where, you know, earlier that day somebody sees a Bigfoot and then an hour later they see, you know, a UFO or they kind of pop up at the same time. You've got your predator Bigfoot.
Predator
people seeing
Bigfoot's
the predator,
really cool.
Yeah, so that phenomenon, which seems to be connected with, is it interdimensional stuff?
That will
who
be
knows?
a question that comes up
Yeah.
this weekend.
So
I will ask about Predator Bigfoot from someone.
Oh yeah, I know that's one of your obsessions, Bub.
I mean, you have the Bruce Maccabee thing from the Hunted, the Missing, the 411
Right.
on Politis's documentary on Amazon Prime, one of my favorites.
Right.
It's weird how he kind of ties in some stuff that's not, well, I guess has nothing to do with going missing, but he just like randomly sneaks in, like this Predator story, which
Right.
pretty good, and it has
Lima, Ohio, by the way.
well, and Bruce Maccabee is like a doctor of like optics or something. I mean, he knows what he's talking about. He knows way more what he's talking about than I ever will.
Right.
And yeah, it's just a great little clip. But yeah, I'm excited about that one.
But Ben Hansen, had on my radar for a while now.
Yeah.
Great show on Sci-Fi. The show Fact or Faked Paranormal Files. And the premise of that show, if you haven't seen it, they basically take a video. Could be a UFO sighting, maybe lights. Could have been a Bigfoot encounter that somebody filmed. Could have been, you know, a monster out in the lake. Whatever it is, somebody sends in a video, and then they do a recreation of the video. And they have different specialists, special effects people, video professionals that essentially recreate the video completely from head to toe and see through that process if they can find out if it's real or fake. And so sometimes they just can't do it. So they come to the conclusion that it's real.
Yeah.
But most of the time they are faked videos. But it's amazing how their team was able to make it look so damn close.
Yeah.
To the original video that is shown. So
well, it's gotten easier and easier to do over the years, I feel, right?
So Ben Hansen, I know he's got a wide variety of things he's interested in. So combining Bigfoot and UFOs,
yeah,
I'm a fan.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that's a lot of conversation surrounding Bigfoot too. Is like, is there a connection between that and why we haven't found one, and are they interdimensional? And I mean, it gets really, every cryptid avenue you go off of is deep.
Yeah.
To be well versed on all of them is difficult. I'm excited though
These
to
guys
hear.
spend their whole lives.
Hopefully, I'm excited to hear about cryptids I've never heard about. I'm hoping that there's quite a few that aren't even on my radar yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm always looking for, and not hearing just the same stories rehashed over and over. I'm not trying to say Roswell didn't happen, but sweet Jesus, is that the only thing we have? We've got more than that, right? Like,
I know.
There's way
I'm
more
so
than
tired
that.
of Roswell, dude. I'm so tired. It's like ancient history, right? It's just how much more can we?
It's kicking a, I don't know.
Captain Corso, and it's just Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. You know, being from Ohio, we know all about Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
Yep.
Bub used to be a nurse. He's encountered some folks that have worked there. Your uncle used to work there.
Yep.
There's a lot of strange stories, UFO related, alien body related. So the conspiracies coming out of there.
There's a lot more going on there than
there's
people
some
think.
merit to a lot of it.
Yeah.
For sure.
That I think is happening there.
But we digress.
Yes,
so one
again.
thing we hadn't heard about, 3:45 p.m. This is the first time I've heard of this. Mark Mearsell. Hopefully I'm saying your name right.
I think that's
Mark
right.
Mearsell. The Ape Canyon incident. Don't know a whole lot about this. Did a quick Google search. And so I like coming into these kind of things.
A little blind.
Yeah, just Lay it on me, Mark.
You had me at Ape Canyon.
You had me at Ape.
Throwing the incident, I'm there. Without a doubt.
So at 5 p.m., we've got Mireya Mayer, My Wildlife and Science of Bigfoot. So this is interesting. For some of the more logical Bigfoot researchers and scientists and people that maybe had an experience and are a scientist and wanted to be taken more seriously. We're interested, in the balance of, I like the woo stuff. I like the UFO, interdimensional, Bigfoot.
Sure, I do, but I mean,
psychic
it also has to be
Sasquatch.
legitimate.
Yeah,
Not
but
saying that this
at
isn't.
the same time, I would, during this talk, having a good balance. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
This conference is balanced.
Yeah. You need that.
Yeah. So 6:15 p.m.
Round out the day.
Small Town Monsters ends the day on Saturday. They're going to have a panel, and a couple of the guys that have been crushing it with their Bigfoot series on YouTube. If any of you guys have checked this out, Small Town Monsters is just killing it right now. They've got some, shorter length documentary series that are basically, they have watch parties on YouTube whenever they come out. And then they have their full feature documentaries, of course, that end up on Amazon Prime and other streaming platforms. But to do these great YouTube series, and the guys that I'm pretty sure are part of that are Alexander Petrikov and Eli Watson. So that's going to be the Mountain Monsters panel, and then of course Seth Breedlove, I'm sure, is going to be hanging out. That's the madman behind Small Town Monsters, if you will, and they're from Northern Ohio as well. So another
Wadsworth?
Yes, Wadsworth. It's Wadsworth, yes.
I used to work with a girl from Wadsworth.
There we go.
Not that our hometown's memorable, but I would not remember Wadsworth unless I heard it. But that's where it's at.
Yep. And then we got Sunday, November 20th.
Yeah.
We've got Mark Muncy, Holler Monsters.
Sounds
good.
good.
So again, that's those, are they those cave demons, the cave goblins, a lot of weird things happening in the hollers and caves in Kentucky, which in Kentucky, there's a lot of caves, man.
Duh.
And what's the percentage you think that people have actually explored those caves? There could be like inner earth entrances and stuff, hollow earth entrances, those places. Who knows?
Could be a lot down there. I don't know who's all delved. Isn't it like Mammoth Cave in Kentucky is something like it's the largest cave on the planet, like 400 miles of cave?
It's ridiculous.
There's a lot going on in there. Yeah, how they map that, would someone have to? I don't know. That'd be a lot of spelunking.
Yeah.
If you've never had an anxiety attack, watch a video of somebody doing like really hardcore spelunking and like fitting through these gaps and narrow passages and squeezing their shoulder. No, thank you.
Nope, I'm good.
No submarines.
I'm
no
good
cave diving like that. No, I'm good.
Too dark, dude.
I'm good. Gollum could be down there.
Your boy.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that one at 11:45 I'm definitely going to. Micah Hanks, Sasquatch and Government.
That's
Bring
an
it
interesting
on.
one, right?
Yeah. That sounds like my kind of tea.
Yeah, because there's Men in Black stories when it comes to Sasquatch sightings. People report.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely Men in Black elements and government elements to a sighting, a mass sighting perhaps, where a whole lot of people see something. Maybe it's UFO related. Again, you have the UFO component. But, we'll see.
I mean, that sounds cool.
I want to make every single one of these talks. I really hope I can. But so far, I mean,
I think we should be able to make
every
quite
one
a
of
few.
these it's going to be great.
Yeah. So Micah Hanks, why does that sound familiar? Does he have a podcast I listen to?
It's not a he.
It's not.
No, I don't believe.
Micah?
Wait, I'm sorry. I have this pulled up.
It
is a he. So sorry.
I would assume.
Yes. So Micah is from. So he's the UFO Singularity. That's cool.
I feel like that name's either that or I've heard him as a guest on maybe like
writer, podcaster, researcher Micah Hanks. Yep.
Tinfoil Hat or maybe Higher Side Chats or feel like I've heard him somewhere in the podcast
Yep.
cluster somewhere already. But yeah, I'm excited about that one. Like I said, Sasquatch and the government. That sounds pretty cool. And then 1 p.m. you got Cliff. Is that Barackman?
Yep.
Projects and field work.
That's Cliff from BFRO.
Cool.
From the.
So we'll go out on a limb there and say that's about Bigfoot.
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
That's Cliff's jam.
Bring as much Bigfoot as possible.
Yep, and they have their podcast they've been working with for the they have a booth out there as well, their podcast that he does with Bobo.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Their characters.
I'm interested about the next one, although I don't think I can say the first name. Is it
Ducray Stoker on Stoker.
Stoker on Stoker.
So I don't know if this is a relative of Bram Stoker, perhaps.
If not, it's a great opportunistic move if they're non-related Stokers.
Yeah, 125 years of Dracula. So
I could get down with that too.
Yeah, a little bit out of the realm of I guess it's a not necessarily cryptid, but a monster, kind of your traditional monster.
Archetype. Yeah. What do you know about the Mountain Monsters panel at 3:30? Because that sounds interesting.
So the Mountain Monsters, those guys are the research team from the Travel Channel show, and so those guys are Huckleberry Lott, Jeff Headley, Buck Lowe, Wild Bill Neff, and Willie McQuillan. And those
They're doing a panel.
Yep, that's who we're doing the campfire
cool.
with on Thursday.
Oh, great.
That's the Ames team.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's good.
So that's the Mountain Monsters is their TV show.
Cool.
But they're the Ames team. So you can kind of put some faces to those guys. And then we have Matt Pruitt and Chris Williams also that are going to be either doing workshops or presentations, but they're also going to be a part of the 2022 CryptidCon. So, like I said, would love to hit all those, and I hope we do. And I wonder if anything's going to be recorded.
That's a great question. I wonder if they do anything like that.
We'll find out. So yeah, that pretty much wraps up kind of the schedule of CryptidCon. And again, there's presentations, but a lot of it's booths and photo opportunities, and there's vendors, and so a lot of it is kind of there's 3 rooms where there's going to be filled with vendors, and I think they're completely sold out. So there's not a single table going to be empty. You're going to see artists and podcasters and all of the different speakers also have a booth, so you can go and hang out with them at their booth.
Yep.
So it's a good way when you're out and about walking around through those is to meet a lot of these people.
Yeah.
And so everybody's got a booth. You go find them, and there's going to be maps, I'm sure, brochures and maps up on all over the place so we can kind of navigate and go see.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Go hang out with some people. But
so close. What day is it?
We're leaving Thursday.
All right.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
I was saying, what day is it today?
Today's Monday.
There we go.
Today
and how many days I have to wait until I get to go to CryptidCon?
So after tonight,
I'm just like, get me there.
2.5 days.
Yeah. Yep. We don't even have to make a stop on the way,
it'll go by
we?
quick.
It's just
3.5 hours. I mean,
we fill up before we leave.
Yeah.
We got a full tank of gas.
Yep.
Bag of Swedish fish.
You're gonna drive.
Yes.
I'll rent a minivan and you can drive it.
Love it. Love it. Minivan's the way to go.
Yeah.
It's a smooth ride.
It's been nice. We've
as long as we're not going off road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shout outs.
We got a lot.
So just gonna shout out. Just try to give some love to everybody that's involved with CryptidCon. Again, this has been kind of a live stream test session for us. We're getting our cameras, we're getting the audio, we're getting the lighting, everything kind of dialed in. So, we're not super duper polished yet.
No.
Although it does look pretty damn dope. It's looking good, but there's definitely some tweaking still to be done. But really, we just wanted to come on here, reveal the new studio, say what's up to everybody at CryptidCon. Come see us at CryptidCon. If you're in YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe. Got to hit that notification bell when we go live, which we're going to be basically all our shows on YouTube. We're going to be live. And then a few days later, you'll be able to get the audio versions as they come out on Spotify, Google, Apple. We're pretty active on Instagram, so follow us there. And then Facebook, we're getting more active on Facebook again. But you can reach us a lot of different ways. We're actually getting our website redone, so that's been exciting.
Nice.
thestrangeroad.com. Right now, it's about 2 years old design. We decided we needed to pay some professionals. Stone and I Stone did the brunt of the design, and we kind of did it all ourselves, our first draft. And it's worked great, but we kind of know who we are right now and the kind of things where we want to go after. So we have an awesome company here in town called the Media Captain that's helping us out with that. So we got some exciting things coming up. But yeah, just wanted to give Cryptidcon some love, little preview episode, reveal the new studio. Let's shout out some folks. We got, and then that display got really small, Kyle. It's like up at the upper left-hand corner. Like the whole program shifted up. You see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. That's been like that for a while.
Yeah, it has.
It looks like it's shifted up into the top left corner. For anybody at home that can't see this, we have a monitor where we can see what's going on, so we can read these things. And
we can see Kyle. We can see the program.
Yeah.
And we can see.
That's all right, Mike. Go ahead and.
No, it's fine.
We'll just.
Yeah. So.
We'll test our eyesight.
Yeah. All good. So, shout outs, vendors and sponsors. We got Small Town Monsters. What's up, Small Town Monsters? Well, we're gonna have it up here on the slide deck, but I have it on my computer. It's fine.
Oh, okay. You go ahead.
Yeah. So, MetaZoo, International Paranormal Museum and Research Center, the Hodag Store, Valley Victories, Jamie Snell, Broken Branch Designs. Help me with this one. Adulting. Axolotl? Adulting axolotl, which is an endangered salamander, from what I gather. Ballyraven, Anime Gravy, Beyond Sight Studio, Black Sheep Studios, East Hawk Illustration, Bigfoot Search Gear, Liz Pavlovic, she's a designer and illustrator. Deadbolt Mystery Society, which is like a puzzle box company, really cool. Livy Rose Littles, she makes threads for kids. Michigan Kitchen Witch, tea company, interesting. Can't wait to see that. Jonathan Dodd Draws. Sherwin Sketches, Studio Cadco, Not Topic, I Know Squatch, Seymour's Captive Cryptids, Cryptid HQ, Map in Black, Cattywampus Press, Shapeless Flame, who's a cartoonist, Kahahuana, artist and painter, Crypto Theology T-shirts, Hedgewitch Hall. Hedgewitch Hall is the tea maker. So sorry about that. Who did I say was the tea maker?
Kitchen Witch.
Sorry, Kitchen Witch. Apologize for that. But anyways, go check out Kitchen Witch. And then we got Holly Who Art. She's an artist and creative marketing specialist. Roz and the Big Man. This is an interesting comic book. I saw a Kickstarter for this. That's cool. Roz and the Big Man. It's about becoming friends with a Bigfoot, but it seems like it's like a comic book or a kid's book. They're trying to get off the ground. Really cool stuff. Smash Beetle artist, Discovery Unknown, Ballyraven. Did I already say that one? Cup Creations, Scully Pop Designs, Crowtown Squatchers, Other Side Prints, T.W. Williams Fine Art, and then some podcasters that are going to be out there, content creators, guys that are doing what we're trying to do. Cryptid Creatures Podcast, Brohio Podcast, our boys Cryptids of the Corn from right here in Ada. By the way, Brohio Podcast, what do you feel about that?
Oh, I've loved the name since I saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, we just relate to that one.
Absolutely. So we call our studio Brozone Studios. Brohio, shout out to
Save
you.
the Brozone.
Brohio, shout out to you guys. Cryptids of the Corn, Wild Weird West Virginia Radio. By the way, I've listened to all of these shows, little bits and pieces, but these guys are killing it. Everybody on this list, shout out to all of you. Yeah, this great stuff. Hillbilly Horror Stories, Midnight in Kentucky, Strangeology. Dude, Strangeology, one of the most fun.
Yeah.
Follows on TikTok, Instagram. He's got a podcast. He's killing it. Creep Geeks, Bigfoot and Me podcast. Great stuff from those guys. Paranormality Media, Paranormal Road Tripper, and the Bigfoot Influencers. Shout out to all you guys. I don't know why I couldn't say that. Paranormality Media. Gosh. Can't talk today.
The alliteration with the adulting axolotl was, I think, the straw that broke the back.
So, yeah.
That's shout-outs?
That's the shout-outs.
The shout-outs have been shouted out.
And, well, Bub, I think we can sign off. That was a nice little test.
Yes.
Reveal the new studio.
And we'll be coming back.
Super stoked for Cryptidcon.
Now that we got the studio up.
Yep.
We've got some ideas churning. We're going away for this little, energy boost. Get a little bit.
Get some of the strange.
Get the blood flowing.
World.
Yeah. Get a little bit of the rush.
Rolling.
God, I can't wait. I hope I don't get too excited. I don't think I will. I think it's going to be a great time.
You will, but that's what we need. We need 100% excitement.
I'm pretty excited.
So,
cool.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. It's awesome hanging out. Not even sure if we had any live viewers, but hey,
I'm acting like you're there.
If you're out there, we appreciate you so much.
That's right.
And come see us at CryptidCon.
Say what's up. If you have a good story, talk to us.
Yeah,
I love stories.
I would love to really meet some folks that have stories. We can bring them on. By the way, there's a whole virtual element to this studio,
right,
where we can bring people in a number of different ways virtually into the studio. So we're based in Columbus, Ohio. We don't let that stop us. We have ways to make that look good, sound good, trying to elevate beyond a Zoom call. We do virtual events and hybrid events for, so we've got some really cool technology built into this. So, if you can't come live into the studio here in Columbus,
for sure,
we can bring you in virtually, no matter where you are. Come say hi. We'd love to hear your story. And we will see you at CryptidCon.
Yes. There you go.
All right.